as we show off with intellectual content on YouTube. Join me. Join me, join me, join me. Let's go to YouTube. Join me. Join me, join me, join me. Let's go and learn some tips to help us with life, to switch our struggles and to deal with life. Join me, join me, join me. Join me, join me, join me. How does a narcissist respond to no contact? That's their restraining order. When when you blocking them, how do they respond to it? How do they deal with it? Is it fun for them? Is it not? Share the video. You know, on YouTube you can share the video. If you guys didn't share this video, we had over 300, 400 people watch today this video. If you did not share, when I go back, let me see at least 100 shares. Then I know you came and learned something, how to end this drama. At least you learned something, it's positive. Let someone also hear it. Don't take it alone. Don't take it alone. And join me here on YouTube. YouTube is just a click away. You share it to all your WhatsApp groups. You share it to all your social media platforms. You share it so somebody can also gain the support and the tips I'm going to share with them. Your girls, when they're dealing with stuff like this, they will know how to respond, how to behave, how to deal with it. On YouTube also, I am monetized. You can support me there as well. Send super chats. Miss Marcia, I'm doing this video. I know you're going to love it, so I know you're going to join me. I'm sure you have joined already. Share the video on YouTube. Go to YouTube right now. I'm ending this, and thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for everybody that sent me stars. I am grateful. I don't take you for granted. Somebody said, oh, I send you stars, but I don't see that you acknowledge it. Hello. I send a like. I send a love sign on your stars. After the video, it gives me a whole list of everybody. I acknowledge every single person that sent me stars. Check it. You see, I loved it or I liked it. And I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't take you for granted. You can support me through Zelle, through Cash App, too. Contact if you want. You are not in the US, you want to do PayPal. Thank you so much, Miss Georges, for the 100 for the 100 stars. I appreciate. I do. So I'm sorry if you think I didn't acknowledge. I have. Maybe you want me to acknowledge in a different way. Help me to know how you would love me to acknowledge you. I love all these people. Miss Marcia with the green label. Miss Chai has the green label, star, top fan status, all of that. They are my die-hard fans. Miss Chai. Miss Chai is always sharing my videos. Miss Millington, all of them. You guys are awesome. I don't take it for granted. So join us on YouTube where we don't take the drama there. If I take the drama there, it's necessary. Thank you again, Miss Georges, for another 100 stars. If I talk about Cora there is a learning period, a learning. Christabel Michael, why so cute today, Eva? Your girl is recovering from COVID. Your girl is recovering from COVID. Why not show God's graciousness? Why not appreciate God? It's the colors, no filter and no makeup. It's just a little lipstick and my koro head. You know I'm already now. EPA don't do too much. EPA wants you to understand gaining confidence, self-love, and all is from within. It doesn't have nothing to do with the outward looks. All right. So it's God's goodness, Christabel. God's goodness. God is healing me. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I love you, Lord. Listen, You don't want to hear my voice singing, but I love my voice. From the moment that I wake up until I laid my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so good. In every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. God is giving me my health back. So why can't I glow? I've lost so much weight. COVID got something on me, people. I thought nobody got anything on me. Chucky got nothing on me, but COVID definitely got a grip on my life. But guess what? We're bouncing back strong and be champions that we are meant to be. I'm grateful to God for life. I'm grateful to God for you. I'm grateful to God for your support, people. Without you, look at EPA 2 here, having 400 people watching her. Ah, who am I? Is it not God? It's God. That thing, me too, there is something from my mouth that somebody wants to listen to. It is God. So I'm grateful to you. Okay, I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for your support. Consider joining us. We are already on YouTube. We are rolling on YouTube. We have 13 people. So as you are rolling into YouTube, you are clicking the subscriber button and you are sending us some super chats. Yes, I'm monetized on YouTube too. And then you are sending likes. Like the video and we start. I love you guys. God bless you. God bless you. Share this video and let it get to Chucky. Tag Chucky. Let it get to him. Let's work together with Chucky to end this violence directed at his children. He think it's the mother he's targeting, but really it's the children that are going to be affected the most. So let's all start brainstorming. Which ways do you think we can all end this? And for the first time, I can call on you, Flora. I want this end. This battle, end it. End it. Stop posting about Kura in the midway. Stop posting about her children. Lolo, I'm calling on you. I don't want to give you guys no attention, but today I'm calling on you guys. What do you think Kura need to do to give the pain in your heart away so that there will be peace? You will give her peace. You said you are somebody that motivates people according to your platform, Lolo. So you will be able to support her in a healthy way so she can raise those kids in peace. So that her kids will not come and stand in front of her when she's doing social media live and Facebook live and say they are hungry, they haven't eaten for days. Let's all be positive. What can we do to end this hostility projected on her? What can we do? You understand? What can we do? So I'm calling you guys. I normally would not. You guys are not my course, my level too. You think I'm not your level. Please, you are not. You are not close to who I am. I don't brag, but my ugly face would rather be ugly and not associate with you and your ignorances. No. But today I'm charging you guys to come and let's pursue this initiative to hate the violence against Kura. Let's all focus on our various contents and end the violence against Kura. It is nasty. It will make you look ugly. It makes you look horrible. What else do you have to give to society other than hate? Stop it. I leave you guys all in peace. Take care. Join us on YouTube active now. YouTube is already up and running. So let's go there. Thank you guys. I always know my loyal fans when it comes to my YouTube channel. I know my loyal fans because as for there, it is only the die-hard ever lovers that comes here. When it comes to YouTube, gosh, it's the die-hard ever lovers that are here. It is the die-hard ever lovers. Behind every spoiled daughter, there's a woman that are here, people. I want to go there. Kindly like this video. Yes. Oh, look at them. I told you. I told you. Oduma is here. Miss Marcia is here. Miss Johnson is here. Oh, my lovely Caroline is here. Thank you for coming, Miss Caroline. Miss Caroline made us work on the topic last week. If you haven't watched it, I think it's last week, right? Or last 2 weeks. If we haven't watched it, we spoke about conduct. What's the name? What's the name? Um, whatever it is, guys. I might have a frozen mind right now. Obsessive compulsive disorder. We did that a few weeks ago, and then because of Miss Caroline inspired me to treat opposition and to treat obsessive compulsive personality disorder. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. It is helpful. I think that somebody will benefit from it. You, a family member, yourself will benefit from it. And yes, why not? Why not? Even if you don't like it, someone will share it to your various YouTube platforms, Facebook platforms, WhatsApp platforms, the other platforms, Telegram platforms, and let us all learn something, people. Guys, we have Miss Janet Mills here, Jojo, hi, Miss Luzio. I don't know you well, but I'm grateful to have you here. Anne Marie Williams Ransom. Hello, I love that plant. Thank you. Ahmed, Fatuma, those women are nothing but bullies. Yes, so we have to start working on how to end this violence. Hi, Miss Taylor. I'm waiting on TV. Oh, I'm watching. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Caroline have started the show with a $20 super chat. Hoo. You know that thing I want to put it? I don't know. When I click on it, you know how you can put it and then it comes. Instead, I don't know why it does that. I want to, you know how you want to pin the super chat? I don't know why it does that. Report, instead it says add the mode, hide user, no, put user in timeout. No, people. There is a feature, right, that you can pin the super chat and it will be on the top. But I don't know why I can't do that. I don't know why it's hard. I'm unable to do that. I'm unable to do that. It bothers me because I like to appreciate and acknowledge my my people, Thank you all who have subscribed to my channel. Kindly invite your friends to like my channel, subscribe to my channel. This has changed my life. Let me see if I can pin it here. No, it doesn't let me pin. I don't know why, but anyway, Miss Caroline, I appreciate you. I do appreciate you a lot. Miss Walker, I'm learning about Facebook and social media, getting there slowly. Love you, Eva. I love you too, Miss Walker. Nan said, I am glad you're doing better. Yes, God. Yes. You guys will see my video today. You follow me on TikTok, Eva_GH. Eventually, when I'm able to get my account straightened up, I'm going to change every name to Epawawa, period, so that it doesn't cause confusion. Just go to TikTok, Epawawa, you see me. You go to Facebook, you go to Instagram, Epawawa, you see me, to make things easy for everybody. But right now, my TikTok name is Epa_GH. Let me put it here. Yes, and then if you go there, you will see, oh my God, I posted a video today dancing just to the glory of God, guys. It's just a good feeling. I felt good. Now I feel tired. I feel exhausted. But then I wasn't. I was. So, okay. So let's keep it rolling. I like your move it, move it. I like your move it. How does a narcissist respond to no contact? We saw brother in the Lord um being given warning. You're not supposed to talk to me. You're not supposed to talk to me. How do they take no contact rule? How does narcissists take the no contact rule? How do they take it? How do they take it? How does narcissist respond to no contact? 11 potential reactions. So we're going to read this article together, and I'm going to tell you where I need to. Let me try and make sure that I have this video available to use if I have to. Brother's video. The video I was referring to all along today. I pray that he hasn't made so many videos after that, so that it would be easy for me to um, see him. Okay, see the said video I'm looking for. So an hour ago he did a video. Is he still talking about me? 32,000 views this time. Mental health problems done. This is the video. Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Let me pause it. Okay. You are finally taking the big step of establishing a no contact policy with a narcissist in your life. But how would they respond? How? Do you think they will take that easily when you are the source of their power? When they can take charge of you, they can control you, they can abuse you and feel in charge, in control. Do you think they are going to take that easily? They are going to have fun with your decision to have a restraining order, to not have contact with them. You saw how brother came and cried, "Oh, they're taking my baby away, and now I cannot see them till 30 days." And you saw how that happened, right? And he lied and lied and lied. Somebody that said he's getting divorced, walked away. Now he gets to go back and dealing with them and bullying them, threatening them. He has been threatening the whole of his life, and now threatens us also on social media with um because I closed that up, I can't see your comments. Let me put this one on. Let me put this one on so I can see your comments. I hope as you join, you send a like, people. Send like the video for me. Okay. I need to see in the comments. You see that going to contact with a narcissist is an important part of empowering yourself and escaping his toxic relationship, especially when you remember that a narcissist will never give you the love and respect you deserve. Have you learned that yet? I don't know. Have you learned that yet? If you haven't, just look. What respect have you seen Cora receiving after this whole thing started from this person? And I use them as an example because that helps you to understand the concept I'm trying to teach. If I come and tell you narcissists don't respect you, narcissist, you won't even understand it. But which respect is projecting, using people to go after her, destroy her? Your zeal is to see her destroyed before you feel confident in yourself and happy. Is that respect? Which respect is it when you are describing your own child? We will play the video so you listen to it yourself. Okay. especially when you remember that the narcissist will never give you the love and respect you deserve. If you are concerned about the fallout between this decision to have a no boundary, no contact boundary, we are here to help you, according to these people, okay? Which is what I'm here. My job as EPA or EPA Worldwide here is to teach you these strategies, coping mechanisms, so that you know how to identify and escape it. And you know how to deal with it, to set boundaries, firm boundaries, people. You don't set the boundaries loose. No, the boundaries has to be firm and solid, and you make sure you don't violate them. And that is why I research and bring you these articles. Number one, ignoring and the no contact boundary. How does that work? Ignoring the no contact boundary. A narcissist may not be able to accept the no contact boundary at all, at all, at all. If I'm lying, if this article is lying, tell me the evidence base that we've been using, the case study we've been using. Have you seen that working well? He went gaga when he was boundaries were put in place. He was violating boundaries and they put restraining order. You saw how he went. He responded to that with a Facebook deceitful, manipulative victim role video. It's here. I can play it, but I don't have to for you to understand. You have been following this case. He came and cried and asked you. You are all he has. You are his support. They took his kids away from him. He can't see his kids. He's the victim. He assumed that victim role instantaneously. You saw it yourself. I didn't have to remind you of that. You did, right? Okay. I think the pizza or whatever is burning, and the narcissist may not be able to accept the no contact boundaries at all. A narcissist might continue calling, texting, or finding you at home or work. A typical feature of a relationship with a narcissist is that they deny the importance of your boundaries and space. You don't deserve that. How dare you get your power back? How dare you restrict me from seeing you? That is why when you go for the restraining order, you have to be specific. I don't want them at my workplace. I don't want them in my house. I don't want them to stay away from this. You have to make sure I tell you always be specific. Put all the specifics you want in there. Share this video if you don't mind. Like it too and subscribe to the channel. Okay? And the attitude, they don't respect your space, your boundaries, and this attitude can continue even after you implement a no contact boundary. Implementing a no contact boundary is something like, even if you go to the extent of getting a restraining order. We saw it happen in the exchange. There is a privilege for them to even come in close proximity with you during child exchange. They will take advantage of that. We saw it happen. No matter what you do, they don't respect your space, your boundaries, your firm rules to maintain boundaries with them. They don't do that. Okay. If a narcissist ignores your no contact rule and starts reaching out to you again, consider blocking their number, their email, their social media profiles. If you do block them, you don't owe them an explanation. You see, why did you block me? Why did you do this? You block them so you don't see any time. You don't see it to explain yourself. You don't owe them an explanation. That means you are preserving your sanity. Is it hard for people to do sometimes? Yes. There's a video I have here I'm going to share with you guys. The live unscripted. I wanted to share that video. I haven't done it. Live unscripted. There's a video she did. We are going to play that video here or maybe on Facebook. Let's see how it goes. So you see, one tip they gave you: block them, block their email, block their social media platforms. Make sure they have no way of whatsoever contacting you. If your friends contact you, oh, this person is checking on you, said she can't reach you, and Oh, really? Okay, I'll send them. I'll contact them back. Simple. You don't need to explain nothing to your friends, nothing. You just live your life how you choose it. You don't owe anybody explanation. Two, if you do block them, you don't owe them an explanation. If you want to, however, you can send a note saying something like, since we are going no contact, I'm going to be blocking you. Please don't try to find other ways to message me. This is when the person is stubborn and is not ready to respect your decision to go mute with them and not have contact with them. When they don't respect that, this is what you do. Contacting your friends and family. I was talking about that a minute ago. A narcissist won't respect the boundaries of people close to you either. They will contact your friends, they will contact your family, they will do anything and act like they are the victims and that they are nice to you and they are trying to reach you and they care. I have a narcissist come and call police at my house. They are trying to reach me, they couldn't reach me. Hey, the email I sent to him, his new woman's their so-called church pastor. Even if I die today, I don't want you to see my corpse. And it's a reality. You can't put me through all these things and then be acting like you cared when I know you don't. There was a reason you want to dump the kid for the holiday, so you go enjoy your holidays without the kids when it's your turn to have them. And because you can't have access to me, it's not my visiting time. My house is not the exchange location, remember? But he went to do that. I had to send that strong email. Even if I die, in case you don't know yet, even if I die, in fact, don't say because of the kids, you're coming to support the kids. So you want to see my corpse. In fact, my dead dog body don't want to see your body, you watching me. And I have that written in my will already. That's how serious it is. Because you can put me all through this, and then for what? You don't love me when I'm alive, but I'm dead. You love me? No. I am serious like that with my life. All right. That's just me. I don't know about you, but this is how you maintain the no contact rule. I will maintain it even to my grave. No contact with the narcissist. Goodbye. Narcissist strips you of your life. And that I don't take for granted. You have stripped me of my life. Let me go to my grave in peace. It is what it is. It's how to you look at it. This is my choice. You can judge me. It's okay. But that is what you choose to do is your choice. If Cora Justin don't do the things I asked him to do to bring peace and stuff, why should she even entertain such a person ever in life? If this is all she ever had to deal with, always breaking down, always facing this amount of hate, why is it necessary? You have to know good. Why bother? You understand? If the narcissist can't reach you, they may try getting in touch with your friends and family to find ways to keep you in your life, to keep you in their life. It's common for a narcissist to get in touch with a mutual friend or in other ways to get you to come back to them. Set boundaries. So this is what they will do. This is what you have to do. Set boundaries with your friends and family if they try to get you to resume your relationship with a narcissist. And that is why I need to play live less scripted video for you guys to hear. Tell them something like, while I appreciate your concern, I want to be clear that I have no interest in discussing reopening that relationship. Please respect my decision. You get that, right? So the first one is what? The boundaries. They will ignore your boundaries, what you need to do. The second one is how they contact your friends and family, what you need to do. Based on that, let's see. I don't know if this is, I think this video, I will play it on Facebook for you guys because life less scripted, they put their videos both on YouTube and Facebook, and I don't want copyright. Okay, so I'll play it on Facebook, I promise. However, let me tell you, in that video, Derek pranked Ruth with violence, and Ruth went gaga. And I'm telling you, the way Ruth went, Ruth can be, if imagine Ruth is dealing with a Ghanaian African, that behavior can end up giving her a big slap. Ruth went all out without even seeing, even when she said, oh, Ruth was heated up, and she was good. I can't stand people that like that. Rude behavior can cause anybody to be defensive. And I was like, "Ooh, how does Derek deal with that?" But eventually, when they finally finished the pranking phase and went to the lesson phase, they both shared the lesson, and so much lessons were shared in that video. And apparently, they said they are even helping. Ruth said they are as a group of women. So that is one lesson I want from you guys to learn. What are you doing to help people stay out of a violence environment and stay out of it? You guys were there. We contributed that money. The lady hasn't sent a thank you note for me to share with you guys yet, because I'm waiting on her to get an apartment so we can send the money for it to be paid. By the end of this week, if she doesn't do that, I'll just send the money to her, because the money was contributed to be given to her, the $400. I'll send it to her, because I can't hold on to, I'm not the bank. I can't hold on to somebody's money for that long. What do you do to help a friend, a family member, a sister, a loved one, a co-worker get out of violence relationship and stay out of it? Understand that most of the time they can't. So Ruth said one of their friends is currently has been in a violent situation like that, intimate partner violence, been trying to get out, but it's not strong enough. So she gets out, go back, get out. Right now, as a group of women, they are keeping her out, providing her all the support she needed, financial, codependency plays a role too. The financial support and other support she needs in order to not go back to that situation. That's what they are doing right now. And I thought it was a beautiful story, and I needed to share with you guys. So we'll get there. We'll probably do it on Facebook. So number 3. So first of all, the no boundary rules, where they don't respect your space, your decision. Then we talk about the family and friends contact, right? And the next one is getting angry, because they can't get to you. They get angry. This is it. Anger is a typical response when a narcissist feels hurt. Am I lying? Am I not? You see it in brother, right? The baby was taken from him because of his own action, and he came to play the the victim role, seeking your support, and quickly he was exposed. And as soon as he was exposed, he deleted that video and fell back in his shells. You saw how that played out, right? He's angry and talks violently, where to the point where he said, "You're not supposed to be talking to me." You saw that happen. He comes out every time angry. Look at how angry he gets. Look at how angry he got 2 weeks ago when the kids couldn't go because Junior was starting school. He called the police. He said, look at how many people he sent to call child CPS on his children and their mother. You see how angry he gets, right? If you don't understand this concept, just go back as a flashback. Just watch this case study we have been addressing for a while now. Anger is a typical response when a narcissist feels hurt. Narcissist, and then listen, he came out also, that's another example. He came out also and said, oh, Cora and I are getting a divorce, Cora is a narcissist, Cora is this, Cora is that, Cora is that. Angry, angered, because he's entitled to that money, to that revenue, and he is no more the admin on the Facebook page. They took him off. So guess what? He's now violent. He's now angry about it, right? He's now bitter about it. Remember what happened, right? He's not happy. He's angry. Repeat it. Anger is a gold standard when the narcissist feels hurt. If you don't understand that, Go back from the genesis of this saga to now. Angry. Thank you so much, Carolyn. Anger, anger is a mantra for a narcissist when they can't get their way, when they can't have their way. Understand that. When a narcissist feels like, okay, narcissism often stems from a place of deep woundedness. Deep woundedness. He chose to marry a Nigerian, according to his own words, because he didn't have that cultural, communal sense, the sense of community that Nigerians have. That his family never gave him that. The wounds of his childhood all of a sudden has to be given to him by a wife from a culture that has what his family didn't have to give him. Those woundedness and fear of abandonment, we have to treat that. Somebody remind me of this. Narcissism, narcissist, and the fear of abandonment. And then when you went and picked a woman from this culture, you still did not provide that sense of community for her. There was no one time you and I saw him go on a family trip together as 3 people on a family vacation. Never would you see that happen. Never would you see as beautiful meals as this wife could cook. Never would you see where he brought family or his family, Horace's family, to sit in the home with a dining table and all that, providing that for them and himself, since that is what he so loved to have and never had it provided to him as a child. Narcissism. Narcissist. They do what? Narcissism often stems from a place of deep woundedness and fear. If I'm lying, if this article is lying, go back and understand Jacob. The case study. Go back. Don't people tell me, oh, leave him alone, you're dragging his name. I am not saying it. This is the researchers are saying that. Is this not so real? Is it not so interesting? Is it not so evidence-based? That's why I keep charging him to neurocentric approach. Give me your research backing. What research have you done? Your dissertation, your thesis that you wrote. What are the subjects used? He couldn't do it. This is why Justin can't stand me. Because I asked him critical questions and he can't stand me for doing that. There you have it. Anger as a typical response when the narcissist feels hurt. In that video, he said, and after all, that's why I married her, and after I didn't even have that. The sense of community, who will give it to you? You. She has it. You didn't have it. You picked her because she have it. Create it for your family. Bring your extended family to visit yours. Have a home with table, dining table, everything. Have guest room. Bring them. So the sense of community you were deprived of as a child, that you so want, and that is why you picked this victim of yours. You will create that, maintain that, build that, keep it for your family. Narcissism and deep woundedness, deep-rooted wound, generational wound. That's what I'm telling you. What you do in the divorce, the hate, the obsession of who can hurt the other better, the effect it's seen on which people, your children. What his parent couldn't give him, that caused him to start reading at the age of 20, that made him to feel entitled, left home, obviously, was a rebellious child, obviously, to me, and my experience in mental health tells me that there was a rebellious child, a defiant child that left home at some point to friend Greener Pastures, and then As a result, gained a little bit of education, became arrogant, and when he shows up in the family home, in the village, gets hailed like a bomb girl like myself, went to Accra, coming home and bringing a butter bread from Accra to Bong, Akosumo, and then your family hails you because, oh, all of a sudden all your colleagues are still in that town, and you get to go to the city to seek greener pastures and come. So your family now projects you as this jewel, as this gold. Everybody, your friends, everybody start hailing you in the community because you left that village and you are coming, went to work in the city and coming. This is the situation here with this person. Narcissism is nurtured, is created in people. Narcissism is a phenomenon that can be destroyed in people that have good parenting, that are from good parents, good parenting skills, good communication, good support system provided to the kids in the early foundational stages of life. This number 3 makes so much sense. I'm wasting time here because it makes so much sense. When the narcissist feels like they can't exert their control over you, we saw it happen. In that video, just like this video, he shared the pain. You can see the pain. Oh, but I don't have it there. That was the regret video that we even talked about it on the Facebook page. The regret video that he said, like I did recently. That's his words. That regret video, in that video is the one she said those things. But even I married her, I chose to marry her because of that, but I don't even have her. He also gives himself away. He gives himself away all the time. Bear with me, people. Who is this person? Oh, that was me. EPA_GH is my TikTok account. So if you go to TikTok, you can follow me there. EPA_GH. Yes, that was me. Thank you. I appreciate you always looking out on the page for us. I appreciate. You understand? When a narcissist feels like they cannot exert their control over you, what do? It's possible that they will lash out in order to punish you. We saw that happen. Repeat it. And she goes, what, Justin, what is it? I'm naked. Well, you're not naked now. Repeat it. All because this boy's name is taken out from the admin status and he's not seeing the money anymore. And he's wanting them to move to a luxury apartment. They just had a baby, and he's talking about $24,000 a year of tuition for Junior that he wouldn't pay for. Cora would have been paying for all this money whilst he takes glory for it. Repeat it. Then after that my other phone.
Why divorce Cora?
Why divorce Cora?
What made me
what
I posted?
Post what I posted?
What made me emotionally lose control?
Emotionally lose control.
There's only one thing.
It's only one thing
Make me do that.
That make me do that.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. And lies. Listen.
So many of you know. Well, I divorced Cora.
Because
he
divorced Cora, but guess who filed divorce?
And Cora says things to hurt me sometimes. And she repeatedly told me that she regretted you never before.
And you guys know it's not true because we did this video.
And
The lies.
I asked her to stop saying that.
The lies, to assume the victim role.
Crying, and she repeatedly said it over and over again. I called my mother, who will testify this in court, that
when the narcissist loses control.
I said, you can't say this to June. She understands what you're saying. June's crying. I attempted to take June out of the room, but I said, you can't be around your daughter if you're saying this type of stuff.
And he went to court to file this
she came across the
protective order last 2 weeks, thinking he will win. How would you think a judge will see you yanking a child's hand from the mother's hand and think that they should hold her responsible? If any, they will hold both of you responsible. And that's why your case was thrown out of court. It's possible that they will lash out in order to punish you. His name was taken out of the admin status. He lashed out. Repeat it. I'm divorcing Cora. Cora is a narcissist. The next minute, he came to cry that his children were taken away from him. After he went to lash out, he couldn't maintain control of his victims, went to lash out. Oh, I plan to file protection order against you who have the children at the time. And then after I have protection order against you, I'll go and file divorce. So he was not doing all these things because he actually wanted divorce. He was just doing it because he lost control. Okay, I want you to understand that. He was doing this because he lost control, total control. And he got frustrated for losing control, a grip of his victims to abuse them. Because as at this minute, he still has not filed divorce. He haven't seen his counter complaint for divorce. I haven't seen that on the website. But we saw that she filed when she was tired of the abuse and everything and how he was spreading his false information about her, destroying her name. She finally went and filed divorce on her own. This number 3, I'm wasting time here, but I want you to understand how the narcissist operates. When they can't control you, when they feel like they lost control and lost power of you, they get angry, furious, monstrous. They recruit any mile they can go to recruit to destroy you. They will do it. We have seen it in this case study we've been following for 5 months now. Understand that if a narcissist can't punish you, they feel like they lose control. They cannot exert their control anymore. They get super angry. They feel hurt. If a narcissist steps over your no contact boundary to verbally attack you, have a response prepared for them. You see all that has happened? Did you see all the things he has done? He refused to, you packed and left. You left the 3-day-old postpartum mother and the 3-day-old baby and the 2-year-old girl to deal with it alone. Selfishly living somewhere in your friend's luxury house, enjoying your red room to yourself. While she's dealing with that immediate change, shock on her body, all the stress that came with that. And all he constantly did is when he felt like, why did I lose control? He went there to abuse her further. Did you remember when he packed and left, he was constantly going back? Did you remember that? He lost control and he don't love the feeling of losing control. So he still went there. She does Facebook Live. When she was breastfeeding, you saw how he went there and said what? Well, breastfeeding online, as if it's a crime. He never saw him feed Atina, Junie. I saw her with Junie. Junie was crawling. Junie was a baby. And she would wear bikini in that kitchen. This is it's not today. So why is that is now an issue? Well, this is a thing I bought you for Valentine. You can now shake your ass. And she's not even used to him giving her gifts. You can see that from her reaction. She whenever she gives he gives her flowers, she's not used to it. She gave her that. She's not used to him giving her gifts, but he never does. You can tell from her responses. But she always acted. Prepare a response for the person. If they say something like, "You have always been so selfish," respond, "I understand that. I understand what you are saying, but I disagree with your assessment of me." I keep telling you guys that with the parental alienation phenomenon, they will destroy you with your child, to your children. They will gaslight you to your children. They will tell your children all these horrible things about you. If somebody says you have murdered somebody, would you respond? Would you defend yourself? You will. So this is the same situation. You have to defend the stance to your kid that it's not true. You've never done that. It's not accurate impression. It's a lie about you. Always defend the situation. So always tell them, "I'm not here to argue with you. That's your opinion, but it's a wrong opinion of me. It's a wrong assessment of me. I'm not trying to force you to not create that or have that impression of me. However, it's an inaccurate assessment of me, and I don't appreciate it." You move on. Make it breathe. Don't drag it. Don't go back and forth. That's what they want to happen. They want to feed on your energy. You don't want that. Two, if they say something like, "You've caused me nothing but pain," it's always about them. Oh. They don't cause you pain. They have not realized that you matter too. It's always them. This is your response to them. I think we have different views of the situation. That's your perception of it, but I feel hurt too. Yes, don't always acknowledge yours too. I feel hurt, but I think that we have different perception of the situation, and I don't have to force you to see it differently than you are seeing it. But that is inaccurate, and I want to be left alone right now. I just want to maintain. I want to have this space to myself. Keep your boundaries. Keep your, a little step away. That would be appreciated. You keep it moving. You can go to a different room. Go to your room, knocking on the door. "Yes, can I help you?" I do that with my kids. "Can I help you?" And they are forcing their way in. No, you don't come in until I said it's okay to come in, right? Yes. So this is what you do. "Yes, you can talk, but I'm not ready to come out yet. So whenever I'm able to come out, if you have something to say to me, you can say it. I'm listening. Or whenever I feel ready to come out, we can talk about it." Yes, you have to maintain boundaries, firm boundaries. Don't make boundaries and make excuses for your abusers. You are the victim. Understand that. If a narcissist is verbally attacking you over the phone or in person, hang the phone up. Hang up or exit the room as quickly and safely as you can. I can't stress that enough. That is very crucial and important. Exit the space, maintain the boundaries. "I'm not ready to come out yet. I'm not ready to talk yet. If I feel like it, we can talk about it later. Maybe later, but right now I'm not ready." It's okay to not be ready. Number four, criticizing you to others. You know how they do it. Look at the criticism Cora has received. Look at the amount of hate directed at her. Look at the amount of people judging her because somebody recruited them to project hate at her, to project animosity, to project disgust, to project their insecurities and their hate, self-hate at her. Think about it. I hope you have loved this. You have liked this video already. If you not, kindly do that and share it also. Okay? Narcissists make themselves feel better by tearing you down. I've been through it. Everybody that has gone through this cycle of separation with a narcissist and divorce has endured this feature. Definitely. We've seen it happening to Cora constantly. It's common for narcissists to say hurtful things about you, even when You are with them and in the company of others. We saw how he would describe Korah's private part to us. You understand? He's always the right one. If you don't know how to use your tool, you describe somebody's private part. But this is the same private part you laid in, enjoyed, and brought 2 children out of. You understand? They recruit others in the company of to hate you. So you should expect this behavior to continue when you are not around. The way they gaslight you when you are in person, you go and do your hair, they don't love it. They have to say, always have something negative to say about you to bring your self-esteem and your self-confidence down and that second doubt yourself. Expect that to continue. Even worse when you are separated. We saw it happen with Justin. Try your best to remember that a narcissist spreading hateful rumors and stories about you says more about them than you. Preach this enough. Even today's life, I preach that. If somebody is spreading hate, disgust, nastiness, animosity at you, it has everything to say about who they are and not you. Don't make that your business. Be happy. That's your opinion. I don't have to have the same opinion about myself, but that's your opinion. I don't want to rip you off your opinion, but it's an inaccurate opinion. Always affirm and reaffirm and ascertain that it is inaccurate and it's not true. It's your mind that is playing mind game with you. For example, if the narcissist is an ex, they might say something like, she was always the most toxic girlfriend. This is what they'll say to your friends and family. I have been through it. Everybody that has been through such relationships know. If you are with somebody, make sure you are studying them before you have children with them. You can be married to them, but understand that if you ever have a child with this person and you leave that marriage, you will never ever enjoy your life. You won't. So be careful who you have children with. I would stress that a lot. Or if the narcissist is a parent, I have a lot of people reach out to me, tell me about how their parents are narcissists. They want to share their stories with me. I'm hoping that some of them will agree to share it live with us so that you see how it translates into adulthood, how it affects people. Last time you were listening to Barbara Maisa, I think, on Facebook, the lady with the beautiful European accent, British accent. She was talking about how many books she had to read before she was able to overcome those sentiments she had from his aggressive father, who was a narcissist, who directs them and recruits them and uses them against their mother. Narcissism can be a very toxic phenomenon and cycle to endure. You understand? So if it's a parent, they said they might tell their friends something like, he's always been an ungrateful son. He's always been an ungrateful son. And when you have children that have been through this kind of narcissistic parenting, malicious parenting, parental alienation, you, the person that is fighting to rescue them, you can feel the same way to that. How can your kids be so ungrateful with all you've done to fight for them? It is real. Sometimes it's a realistic feeling because you would think that, oh, and this has nothing to do with narcissism, but you feel like you have invested so much in them to help them, gain them stability, gain them stable life. And why can't they accept it and change? It can be a real feeling sometimes. And this can happen as a narcissistic parent that has never been there for their children, that has never had interest in. Example is what we see. I have said it today. Let's see if we can play this video eventually on Facebook. He says June is a spoiled brat. In the video I had, I want to play. Maybe this is a perfect, since we are talking about narcissistic parents. Let's see if we can play that video. So you see what I'm saying. Oh my God. Let's try and get this video. This is a perfect time to play that video. It makes so much sense that we can play this video. This is the video he was insulting me. In this same video, he described his child. I don't know where exactly, but let's see.
What's going on in the world?
Always the desire to announce to you that he worked. It's amazing. And listen. Listen to this. Quite rumbrous child. That video, when listening to the beginning. Let's listen. The volume. Hold on. It's not high enough. Let's do it on the computer. Thank God we don't have to play it far to see what I wanted you to guys see. Just listen to this. A father, guys. A father listen to this.
Interesting story. Extremely.
Can you guys hear it?
Society. What's going on in the world?
Let me see if you can hear it. Let me see the comment section if you guys can hear it.
So, my house clean. As you know, June is quite a rambunctious child.
Yes, they use absolute, always, never, always, never, etc. Yeah. Can you guys listen? Can you hear?
Apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
Last few months.
How I wish it's loud enough.
It's relevant to since COVID has occurred.
Can you guys hear him? Not hearing. I know it's so low. I don't know why. Oh my God, it's so low.
Yeah.
Listen.
And so I actually, at first, there was a lot of screaming going on downstairs.
No. He said he's, oh man.
Hey guys, so I have an interesting story that is extremely relevant to modern society, to what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished work earlier today.
Let's see if I can hear the word so I can share with you guys.
So, my house clean. As you know, June is quite a rambunctious child.
June is, as you guys, I'm cleaning my apartment. As you guys know, June is quite a rambunctious child. The word he used, it's not clear enough. When what that video he did to insult me, the bit rambunctious. Read what? Spell it for me. Hold on, let me. R-A. Spell it so I'll tell them the word. Okay. So rambunctious. This is a father. This is the word. Uncontrollable, exuberant, boisterous. This is the description he's giving to his child, though. He's labeling his own child. This is the word. Let me type it for you guys. RAMBUNC. This is the word, people. The word is in the comment section. As you guys know, June is quite a rambunctious child. Let's go and find the video again. Where is it? Oh my. It's interesting. As you guys know, June is quite a rambunctious child. And then let's go.
Child and makes quite a mess.
A rambunctious child and makes quite a mess. This is him describing his childhood. So
I thought I told the story about what's apartment complex.
So he's basically there to tell us what, but this is what I'm talking about. This is how he describes his child. If you don't see anything wrong with that, hey, that's unfortunate. Yes, Miss Caddy, uncontrollably exuberant, boisterous. Wait till this child. That's why I said, if he don't take the video I did today for him into consideration to change the way things are going, his descriptions will get worse. How can a child grow up to hear his father constantly describing him this way, her this way? Think about it. After labeling her, she's a spoiled brat. Describe her with her big feet. Always had something negative to say about his own child. Narcissist parents, narcissistic parents, when they can't control you to team up with them against your mother, this is what you end up getting sometimes. And June is at risk. This is why I didn't, someone of us were leaning towards Cora having full custody. But again, we will support her in her decision. But this is a big problem. June is at risk of having mental health crisis and behavior issues if things don't change. I'm not being negative. I'm just talking from an open mind point of view, from a person who is an expert of mental health, and from a person who has endured these things herself with her children. Narcissistic parenting, malicious parenting, parental alienation don't help your kids. It destroys them. It makes them violent. It makes them grow up with mental health issues, crises, behavior problems. You can have the best kids in the world, but behavior can destroy them. The relationships, the social interactions. A lot of people tell me after they see who I am, how I help them, oh, your kids are lucky. Good luck. Do they feel lucky to have a parent like me? You feel lucky because you feel like, oh, I'm teaching you all these things and it helped you and your kids. Does it mean my kids feel the same way? You never know. Understand that it's a serious business to raise your kids as a malicious parent, as a parental alienator, as a person who is bitter and looking to gun the other parent of your kids down. It affects the kids horribly. The custody you want to have, you're going to get this, you're going to get tired of it yourself, and eventually what will happen is you throw them out when the harm is already done. When you finish wasting the money, when you think that, oh, my ex-husband, I'll keep her in the court, tell the kids I'll make sure she sleep in the court. Little did he know his end has come. That was the last period. His end just came. The same time he thought he had, they become so powerful. The system makes them so powerful. Fathers are not wanting to be responsible for their kids. So when the system, a court see a father that wants to be in their case, like, they don't look at the mission, the motive, what the reason is. They will do anything to gun you, the mother, down, so these kids can go to their father and have. And through the process, all they achieve doing is destroy their children. And you, the mother, the innocent victim, remain the person that will constantly go through this. Noisy and lacking in restraint or discipline. You see? And this is how he's describing his own child. The reasons some of us were fighting for Kura to get full custody is these things. These things, as I'm telling you guys, it breaks my heart. But I like, you know how you get to a point that you feel like you don't even, what can you even do about the situation? That is where I am, because it is so unhealthy. Look at how he describes his own child. I said the video is there. So he wants to send me to court. His videos are there to be used against him himself. June was at school for a majority of the days that she was with him. She just turned 3. He should be ashamed of himself. He was just following whatever he sees on Kore's page. He wasn't. That is who he is. Remember that whatever he's seen on Kore's page is because of him. That's what his people that goes to hate that much. You know that. Kora may have her own enemies from all the African community and whether you cannot be dressing like that. But this kind of hate directed at her right now is projected from him. It is stimulated. He stimulated these people to go do those things they do. His own child, 3-year-old child. You are a spoiled brat. This video is here. Let me show you another video that he called the same child. So with me, I deal with evidence. This is it. Let's see if we can hear.
Okay, we got this, okay?
I want ice cream.
June, I gave you this ice cream.
No, I don't want this one. Ice cream.
Why don't you want this?
I have my eye.
You get your eye. You don't want this ice cream.
No, I don't want it.
Why not? So you said you didn't like it. June, you're acting like a spoiled brat.
Look, June, you're acting like a spoiled brat.
Okay, so
you understand? And then you see how June put the ice cream from here. I don't want to show it to you guys. Put the ice cream from him like that. The violence she sees. She do it with the father too. At some point, this child will develop this attitude like, oh, mom is dragging me, dad is dragging me. So which way do I go? I don't want this video to be too long. We'll do this at part 2. It's about 11 and we are only on 4. So we'll end this and come back again tomorrow or whenever before the weekend. Trust me, we will do this. But this is things that we need to learn. These things that I need you to learn so that you will know how to respond to this narcissist in your life. Or if they are not in your life, when you come in contact with one, you know how to respond. So you know how to respond. Okay? Criticizing you to others. Oh, we're talking about the parent one, right? We talk about the criticizing you to others. We talk about that. When someone is tearing you, okay, I think we're in the parent one. When someone is tearing you down to other people, you are the target of bullying. You see, we saw that, right? Cora is the target of bullying because he uses them, the other people, to destroy and tear her down. You are the target of bullying. Dealing with this kind of behavior is tough, but try to remain mature and not get pulled any deeper into their drama. In their mind, reacting gives the narcissist power over you. And that is what they do. But Cora is human. Understand that sometimes you have to respond. And that's what she does. She ignores for a long time, then once in a while she responds. So I wouldn't say what she's doing is wrong, but depending on the extent to which you are doing it, you're giving them the power because that's what they want to see. Every time you break down, the narcissist is happy. And that's what I keep encouraging. Whenever Cora feels down or something, she should turn off the camera She should not let it be seen. She shouldn't put it out there. That is what they want to see. Then they are happy. You see what Wahala channel, then she's rooting for it. Or if the narcissist is a parent, they might tell their friends something like, she's always been an ungrateful son. Okay, this is what caused me to play those videos. Calling his child what? Rambunctious child. See, my English show, rambunctious child. I can't even pronounce that. And a spoiled brat because of ice cream a child said they don't want and they pull it back. Is it not your poor communication that yielded that interaction? But she's labeling the child, constantly labeling June. Constantly labeling June. So you see, acting like you never mattered. Number 5. So let's do up to 5 and not let this video go too long so that we can come back again. Trust me, this is an important video. So we'll come back again and do it. Yes, we're getting to 1 hour. So let's do it another 15 minutes. Let's get to 1 hour and then end it today. But I promise you, we will continue with this concept. We need to know this concept. Acting like you never mattered. We've seen that. Cora has, how dare. Everybody needs to be shut up. Everybody needs to be hushed. How dare anybody talk positively about and in favor of Cora? How dare anybody talk? It's them only. So if you say anything that makes them feel pompous, make them validate their feelings, make their energy as a narcissist remain, then it's good. Take, it says a narcissist, a trend, a narcissist, a narcissist friend. So in this case, we know the platforms he uses, right? A narcissist friend might say something like, I never really liked her anyways, so it's no big deal. Did you see that this thing is so common? People say this a lot to Cora, and that those platforms, the person that liked Cora, Cora should go to school, that platform that I called on, you guys saw how they come and trash her. The other platforms, you see how they come and trash her. I never liked her anyway. So a narcissist friend, these are the things they will say. The narcissist friend will talk about, oh, delete, if you have June's nude picture and stuff on your phone and this and that, delete it. You are not doing it. Don't do it because of Cora, but do it because of June. How can you like a child and hate their mother? A narcissist friend. A narcissist, we know, his friend. These are some of the things they do. They hate you, but claim they like their children. Take being discarded as an opportunity to escape. Hey, narcissist. When the narcissist discards you, when I tell you Cora's case is a case study, it's an evidence-based case study. It's a fact, people. When the narcissist discards you, use it as an opportunity to escape this toxic relationship. Look at the benefits Cora has gained. Look at the teams Cora works with now. Look at the amount of collaboration Cora does now as a person that has escaped a relationship, a narcissistic relationship, that has been kicked out of her apartment 2 weeks postpartum, that has been abandoned 3 days postpartum. And I said, right now, she still wants her husband back and all. But wait till it finally kicks in. She will have those flashbacks and be like, damn, wow. I don't deserve this. Never ever. And the bitterness will come. The more when he finally makes sense, she will develop this hate, passion hatefulness for him. She will feel disgusted of him. We are seeing it already. Escape that toxic relationship. He thought he's threatening, destroying her name, trashing her name. And after all said and done, still, I'm divorcing this one, I'm divorcing Cora. Still did not go to divorce Cora. Still did not go to file for divorce. Still didn't do any of that. But still on social media ranting. Typical narcissism. So you always be falling back at their mercy. I'm glad it happened on the social media, because else Cora will still be there. She would have been love bombed and be staying there. But thank God it happened in public, and that reminds her of the pain that he put her through and maintains staying away from him. If a narcissist doesn't want anything more to do with you, this is far better than if they keep trying to suck you into their lives. Narcissists strive off of other people's admiration. If they can no longer get this from you, they might try seeking this from others. You see it. He can't stand me because he doesn't get that admiration that makes him feel in control from parents, from family, from FRY. He doesn't. He can't stand me. That boy can't stand my guts. He is a textbook case study. Yes. You know, from day one, I talked to you about bipolar and addressing him. You saw the features. I talked to you guys about sociopath. You saw the features. Now we are talking about how narcissists can deal with no boundaries, a rule. Am I lying? Narcissism is a real business. It will drag you and script you off your livelihood and your happiness. If you can escape, do it. How would you escape when you don't know it? You don't know their tactics. You don't know their tricks. You don't know how they operate, gaslight you. Start learning how they gaslight you to their friends, gaslight you to your own family members, gaslight you to your association, and strip you of associations to the point where nobody believes the truth you tell them about the situation. My job is to help you learn it. You heard it from me. Go and do more research, learn about narcissism, learn it. The difference between you and maybe you is I know the words to put together to research and get the articles I need to discuss with you. But just learning gaslighting, bad mouthing, and narcissism, all those things will help you to understand when somebody is talking to you. Confront it. Like I said, don't acknowledge the negative behavior, but say that that's your opinion. I respect it, but it's inaccurate. Always make sure they know it's inaccurate, and you leave it there. You don't engage in their back and forth. No. The energy is what they want to feed on. You're not giving them that. You can't. I don't want you to give them that. Understand that. All right. Don't forget to send anything you can send to support this channel. Okay. You can send super chat like Miss Caroline did. You can support this channel. You can become a member. I have memberships also open here. If you have the $49 membership, you have monthly what's the name, master classes from me. You have master classes from me, the hormonal change class this week. Tomorrow, those two girls that I have, I'm taking them through tomorrow evening after their school. Thank God they're in the US, so I'm in the same time zone with them. Because of my sickness, last week we didn't start, so we are doing it tomorrow and then next week, and then I've given them some time that we'll finish. So that will be a master class that you can benefit from, your kids can benefit from. You choose what topic you want us to do, and I also can choose a topic and I'll come and we'll treat it specifically to help your specific situation. All right. If they can, narcissists thrive off of other people's admiration. So if they can no longer get it from you, they will seek it to get it from somewhere else. That is why the pages that admire him, hails him, and doctor this and doctor that, he glues to them, yearns to see them, feeds them off negative information to hail them and give them false information about the case status and what is going on, what is not going on. So they use it in the public space against his ex-wife. Everything we describe here, you see it in this case. As Ms. Tanya would say, it's a textbook case study. You have it right here. It's a textbook case study. And it's a fact. You saw it right here. The hate group against Korah is increasing. He has 5 women with platforms constantly bashing. And he's not ending it. We have Wahala, we have this one, this Jamaican woman. Oh my God. And the sad thing is, these are miserable women. I see their channels, I see their faces, and I'm like, Jehovah God. This other one, the name, is it somebody? This Cola, something Cola, Queen Cola, something like that. Then these other people. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know the 5th one, but think about it. And he's not ending it. He's not ending it. But he wants me only, Denise, DK Nation, to hash so that he will feel in control. These ones are not his problem, but they support his energy, their sense of admiration that he craves for, that he needs to have it. Get it there. Think about it. For a narcissist, the role of other people is to serve them. Do you see what is happening? That loudmouth girl that stands on those sticks like that, they are serving their master. They are giving him the dose he needs to feel relevant, to feel in control, to feel in existence, to feel like he still has some power, to still get the admiration from those followers. Why are you hating Korah? What did Korah do that people should constantly hate her? She's divorced. You don't want her. Okay, go your way. You didn't even have the guts to file the divorce. She filed it. Respond to it. Stop avoiding service. So you move on with it and co-parent in peace. Is this a crime that should be constantly getting platforms to be abusing her about? Narcissism is real. Don't end up having a child with a narcissist. After marriage, make sure you are not rushing into having children. I always encourage people, spend time, go on vacations, do things together, get to know your partner, see how generous they are before, during, and after the marriage. Before you consider having children, talk about childbirth, talk about what they want to see for their kids, talk about which schools, what life they want to have their kids, what communities they want to buy houses at, before you consider having a child. My ex-husband never wanted to have a child. Always wanted to do withdrawal. He never wanted to have a child. These are all red flags. For years I'm married, he never wanted to have a child. And I'll be like, so at the point when I got pregnant with my first child, I said, in every pregnancy, he wants an abortion. Every pregnancy, he wants an abortion. My little child, he will aggressively want intimacy so he can naturally, cause some harm to you to get the baby, rid of the baby. Think about it. When you are married to a person like that, it's a red flag. And with me, I was ready to leave. Unfortunately, the time that I got to realize this is not healthy, this is not okay, and I want to leave, that is when I felt like I fell to the devil, because you know what? I got pregnant. Then I ended up staying. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I worked December 25th, I worked January 1st, and then the whole holidays, when I come back from home in the night, 3 to 11, he's not home. He's with cheating and other things. So I realized, I'm like, and I didn't care anymore. And I said, oh, the house, every day you tell, oh, even my nurses I work with can't afford this house. A house that somebody brought into existence. Even the car I drive, nurses can afford it. And I said, no worries. Just understand that the women you are chasing now, they can maintain the standard because the status of life you are living, the standard, it is somebody that provided it. I didn't care. I was ready to leave that marriage. Unfortunately, after running my mouth and making sure that he know that I don't care, he can have his life. That was the very minute. That's why buying a house, you should be careful buying a house. Buying a house made it difficult for me to leave. And then soon as that same time I was trying to leave anyway, I ended up being pregnant. The worst thing ever that happened to my life is having a child with such a narcissist. It rips you of your life, your social life, your livelihood, not just that many, but decades to come. Be careful who you marry and who you have children. For a narcissist, the role of other people is to serve them. And you understand, he has to be served. He has to be seeing that social media revenue and he has to be using it to pay his student loan. He has to be served constantly. Now he don't get that. So now he's using all these other platforms to serve his needs, emotional needs, so they can direct hate, project hate, hostility at his own children and their mother. So they are still working for them, for her, for him, I mean. They need others to prop up their own egos. You see it happening constantly. Like I said, Miss Tanya said, it's a what? It's a notebook case study. This is a serious textbook case study on narcissism. Cora and Justin case. It's a serious narcissistic study. This is evidence-based. Evidence-based. I can use my examples, but you are not seeing them. It won't make sense to you. Serious notebook case study. They need others to prop up their ego. Don't you see it from the platforms he uses? He's always happy. Bring me on, and confidently and comfortably show up there to use them, project them, and align with them, associate with them, flow with them, jubilate with them, rock shoulders with them, and then come to me and send me stupid emails. We will still talk about a portion of this in the email. I've said a lot already, you know. So out of 11, we are on 6. We should end here after we finish 6. Making you feel guilty. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll continue. I'll change the topic. I'll make it part 1. We'll do part 2 tomorrow because I don't want us to be long, it to be long. So in part 2, we'll read his email to me. Today we read all his utterances in his video, which I'll play the video too, or we can play the video tomorrow too. If they can no longer get to you, they use other people. Their mission is to get you to serve them. We have seen that evidently in this case. They use other people to prop up their own egos. We've seen it through his platform. The people he pays, that it's a big brother Nigeria, some blogger in Nigeria, he pays. Paying Nigeria, getting lawyer in Nigeria when he live in LA to go and hash Nancy. You saw that happen. Attempting to hash me through lawsuit. I said, it's here, $100,000 lawsuit. This is the title of the email. 100K lawsuit warning. People, $100,000 lawsuit warning. This is your one and only warning. If you keep dragging my name through the dirt and calling me a narcissist, then I will file a defamation of character laws, a suit against you. But he shows up on these platforms that drags his children's mother's name. Epa, you survived and thrived. Thank God for your strength. Yes, yes, yes. That's why it's so important to me to teach you this thing, because It is a serious business to have children with a narcissist.
Shit ton of blood just came out.
Eh?
Shit ton of blood just came out.
You understand? You have that thing. You have So you is it clot? Is it a clot or liquid? Okay, don't blow your nose. Is it a chunky? Yeah. So don't swallow. You need to put your head up and stuff. Lay down with your head back. For a narcissist, the role of other people is to serve them. They need others to prop up their own egos. Depending on your relationship to them, a narcissist might replace you with new dates, friends, or people who can act as surrogate children for them. When him and Lip were having misunderstanding, he turned to Flora. You saw that, right? When him and Lip were going in where Lip tried to say something against him, he fell right onto, he didn't go to use Lip anymore. He found a different person that will help him initiate his mission and still help him stay relevant. And that's when he went to Flora. You saw that happen. So they can replace you with dates, friends, or people who can act as surrogate children for them. All the platforms he uses is just a way to still remain in control of the situation and remain the abuser, the aggressor, the violence that he can directly project on Cora, so they can do it on his behalf and see Cora. He's watching Cora to see how it hurts her, how it gets to her emotionally, how she breaks down. And then he strives on that. Every time Cora breaks down, it's a win for a narcissist. Think about it. Although surrogate children for them, although it might feel strange watching other people get stuck into a narcissist orbit, it's best not to get involved. Focus on living your own life independent of the narcissist. Let's end this here. I can go on and on and on. I can go on and on and on. But think about it. So he goes on and describe this person and describe.
Later, when the kids asked me, why would we like so much of this blog? Hang out.
I don't know. His tone is so low in this video.
Really fine. And
in the condescending, you can hear he wasn't happy. He's not. He's down. He's very depressed mood in that video. And listen to this.
Doesn't mean they need to use it, but
I don't know what the comment was.
Comments.
And listen.
Yeah, Phyllis, I don't block people unless they're being kind of nasty or insulting my children. Other than that, I don't really block people. It's just
listen.
Energy. I don't even hardly read comments anymore.
I don't hardly read comments anymore.
Do I plan on raising my kid in a way?
He's gonna get you insulting me with.
Probably. At least for the foreseeable future.
It's hard. You can read. He's very depressed in this video. He's very low. His energy is low. He came off bitter, angry. He's angered about something.
I'm doing the upper worldwide. She's studying about, I've thought about suing her, just collecting my evidence. She doesn't shut her mouth. She's going to lose her license. She's actually a nurse practitioner masquerading under a fake name. I'm really not a person that wants to affect other people's livelihood.
Oh, guys, you can listen. You can hear him. Can you?
There's going to be
the more you are reading, the more it is becoming apparent that he is presenting 95% of the characteristics.
She doesn't. She'll never practice again. I've already talked to the head of her board.
I've already talked to the head of the board.
It's just a matter of whether or not I decide to take action.
As a matter of now, I decide to take action. Look at that. What action can you take? Am I malpracticing? Am I using fake license? Am I using fake name to practice? That's your allegation. You know, so we have to do a part 2 of this. I don't want the video to be too long. We have to do a part 2 of this so that you guys will get to understand. Like Miss Tanya said, the more we read on and read on and read on, you can tell the features are evident. So it's a case study. I'm not saying he is. This is a disclaimer. I'm not saying this is what he is. I'm saying this is the evidence-based research article, and this is the personalities we are trying to fish out and compare and contrast, so that I'm teaching with it, you get to understand what the concept I'm teaching. And when a lady said she will send him the nudity of June, he never said anything to shut the lady down. See what I'm talking about? And that lady like this should be reported. You know, so like I said, hopefully he listened to my video. That person, when they send it to you, that videos they send it to you, he's going to use it against Cora, but he need to be reported. He need to, you know, that his lawyer will, a good lawyer will tell him, hey, my lawyer, even if you take your kids' leg pictures with all their wounds and poor shoes and stuff, he said, don't send it to me. My lawyer will tell you, don't send it to me. It's illegal to do that. Don't send it to me. So he has to report that lady. A good father has to report that lady that said that. And I wish you people can track that lady down, and if she's and screenshot her this thing, tag under that comment. You should have tagged FBI. Somebody have a child pornography content here. You should have tagged FBI, tag the lady in response to the lady and say, and tag FBI, tag LA police, and say somebody is you know, spreading child pornographic content. Can you imagine? There are so many of them. It is so true. It is so true. And then when he lived that life, he goes to contact these people in private. When he lived that life, he goes to contact them in private.
I really don't like that.
I really don't like that.
Energy on my hands.
Energy on my hands. You sue me. You spoke with my board. You can do nothing. You have no power to do nothing. The ignorance you are.
You can fix everyone else. Why don't you check out your thyroid so you can start feeling good in 15 minutes? Do you know what the hardest thing to do is fix yourself? So that's a really good question. That's a really good point. It's actually pretty hard to fix yourself. And honestly, truthfully speaking, in LA here, there's not a lot of good people for what I do. So I have to travel.
You see, in LA here, there's not a lot of people for what he does. So he has to travel. The condescending, the arrogance that I thought LA has, you have all these celebrities that you are your clients. All of a sudden, there's no many of them there on LA that you can trust and can do anything with. Can you imagine? And he has to travel. It's not true. To tell you that because he has clients, he did this, he did that, I've had a lot of clients. It's a lie, people. It's a damn lie. How many people? You talk of mental health, yes, there are so many clients. You talk of if you talk of mental health, there are clients, but if you talk of this, forget it. Anyway, I believe that, you know, I don't like that thing to leave a video uncompleted, then we have to approach it again. Then what happens is that we don't get to go back to it. but bear with me. I will make sure. And you guys remember Miss Caroline, anybody there, Miss Tanya? Let's do the part 2 so we can finish this. We are on 7. We're going to finish it left with 6 so we can actually get to finish the whole article and learn the things we need to learn from this. Okay. All right, people. Seeking out adapt people. That's the number 6. Number 7, making you feel guilty. No. So we finish at number 6. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to deal with. So I think that will be a good one. Within an hour, we can finish reading and analyzing, talking about it. Okay. Understand narcissism is a business. It's a serious life business that can affect your kids. Your kids can become narcissists as a way of learning these horrible behaviors from their parents, from you, from me, from everybody that nurtures them. Narcissism is a cruel, unhealthy phenomenon and cycle that can live on, and we don't have to condone with it or enable it, put it that way. All right, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 left to do it. You know, so this is just the stalking one. The stalking narcissist, they stalk you. They make you not to have a life. But you just saw it. Narcissists, your parent can be narcissists. They can direct the narcissism at you. They can. So painful. After 20 years of marriage, man finds out that his mother-in-law is the mother of his wife. Yeah. His mother-in-law is the mother of his wife. One of my friends on Facebook that is, I used to. I'm no more active like that on my Facebook page, so it makes once a while. A friend of mine who always spreads uh comic comic stuff. Yeah, you know, zero power. He needed all those people for a young woman, but she never folds and hoped she fly like an eagle. And she did. She's going to continue doing this. Jai said he's always so busy. No proof. Yes, always so busy and talk about, oh, I just like even in this video, as depressed as he is, that you can't even hear him. He's so depressed, drinking and so depressed in that video. He's telling you that, oh, you think I'm lying, let's go back. Oh, I just finished, I was so busy, I just finished seeing Klein. Lies, lies, lies.
Hey guys, it's an interesting story.
Hey guys.
Extremely on society, what's going on in the world, and I finished work earlier today.
And in that video, he said, I finished work a little early today. It's always important for him to tell you how his work went, how many clients, how super busy he was. Lies, lies, lies. Always busy doing nothing. And in the same video, he lies so much and don't realize that some of us can pick between the lines, telling you how the things, there's not many people that do the things he does over there, so he has to travel for his job. But you are the same person that talk about how busy you are always. People, my job is to help you identify the narcissist in your life and how to deal with them in a way that it doesn't live on to affect your kid's life. It doesn't affect your life a lifelong, and you get to live a somewhat healthy life, mentally sound life. Because guess what? Narcissists can strip you of your sanity, anxiety, your life. You'll be a living dead if you end up with a child with a narcissist. You end up having a child with a narcissist. Your life will be revolving around the same situation, the same cycle, 24/7. I understand that. I'm here to help. You can call me for services 667-678-0508. That's the same number for Cash App, for Zelle. If you're in the United States, if you want to send me any support through PayPal, you can reach me on those contacts. You can contact me easy. The easiest way to reach me is Instagram, April_worldwide. DM me there. I'll see your message and I'll respond to it if I have to. Okay? I love you and I appreciate your support. Share this video to help somebody. The people that's all we are dragging his name. This is an example of what I'm talking about. Just saw it. Just have it to yourself. Just get to see the fact of what I'm saying. Fact of the evidence-based articles that I share here. You read a lot of articles here, discuss them, and use reality stories for you to understand, help you understand. Narcissism is a serious business. Narcissism is a learned behavior. It's a personality behavior disorder. And once it's a disorder, understand that it is also a mental health disorder situation. But can it be avoided? Can it be prevented? Yes. It is mainly nurtured, raised, groomed, programmed. I'm entitled. It's my way or highway. It has to be my way or nobody else's way. If I'm not happy, no one else should be. Those children that they are not happy, no one else should be happy. No. Right now I'm busy here. Children are going to school tomorrow, but they are busy. They are busy on internet. Their business is not to look at their website, look at their classroom, look at, and me, their mother, today I already saw their syllabus, things going on in their classrooms, assignment that they have to do, but they are busy. And this is what happens with narcissism, raising kids with a malicious parent, a parental emitter, a narcissistic parent. It's bad. Every kid in this age and time are addicted to electronics, period. But kids that were raised right, that did not go through all these things I'm talking about, that junior, they focus on their achievement. They know they are responsible. They know to do this first. They know to do that first. They need to do this first before they come back to their playing tools. But if you are raising kids like this, they go first to the playing before they, and you're going to drain your whole life away just telling them to focus on achievements. Raising kids in a narcissistic environment with a narcissistic parent. You will be here when it's time for us to, I don't want to ever analyze June. But if the time comes that age and I have to analyze June is just so adorable, and it hurts that I pray that don't happen. But if the time comes that I ever have to analyze June, is based on these videos I'm going to refer you to, because I've said these things and I said Justin need to go start working on preventing them. And this article we analyzed today has explained if Justin don't take action, it explains what Justin is doing right now, using these platforms to stay relevant, to boost his ego. That's what is happening. And I challenge him today to end that. It's not about him. Life can revolve around him. We have to focus on the kids and their well-being. If it continue revolving around him, the kids are going to be those that will suffer. And he's not going to enjoy them as a parent. He's not. It's not fun. It's not fun. He will be living in pain as a man in 40, 45, from 10 years from today, from now. If he don't change these things, he will not be, he will still remain unhappy like he is. And you say, but you are divorced from Kura. Why are we still here, still addressing Kura and hating Kura? Think about it. I pray Kura get a great man, marries her, fight for her, and fight these people. and bring some big lawsuit against these people to hash them and stop using their name. I pray for a man that knows the law, that is willing to go any mile to support her achieve that. You see how miserable he will get on social media. I said my own. You don't have to take it. But the word to the wise is not in the south, it's in the north. Go look for it in the north. If you find it and you accept it, it's going to be helpful to you and everybody. All right? Like excellent car salesman with nothing to sell. Thank you. Thank you. Zero power he needed to all those people for young. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. I love you for being here. I thank you for being here. And we'll meet again tomorrow and do part 2 to finish this article. God bless you. Have a wonderful night and have a great new week. All right. And look up my video on TikTok. April_GH. Look up my video on TikTok. Okay. I'm going to change all my accounts and make it April, so it'll be easy for people. But for right now, TikTok is April_GH on TikTok. I have a TikTok page where I have over 100 followers, I think, where I was really putting my educational videos. I have to look for it. That is the Kara Manual _BHS. Look for that one and follow. I have over there, I have more of like the diagnosis, the children, things that I was doing there in association with my Facebook page, Kara Manual BHS. That's my business page. However, because I lost my phone, I don't have full control of that account yet. I have it, nobody's in it. I still have it. I just need to figure out how to retrieve it. Okay. Yeah. But till then, yes, continue to support me. Share my video. That's the most important. Share my video. You don't share the videos, but I'll see you sharing other people's video to me on WhatsApp. And I'm like, share my video with the same energy. Okay? Yes. Today I told somebody that I said, share my video too. And she took offense. I said, no, I'm not offended that you send me someone's videos. But I hope you send my video to someone also the same way you send somebody else's to me. All right. Thank you and God bless you.